Welcome to the park which is truly one of a kind. Antoni Gaudi's Parc Guell. Nowhere else is there a park where beautiful rough stone creations, ceramic tiles and landscaping details create such an amazing fantasy world, while at the same time not overpowering the natural setting of the park environment. The designer of the park, Antoni Gaudi, was an Art Nouveau and modernist architect located in Barcelona. He was a master of combining color and natural shapes into something out of this world. Arguably, no other architect in history has ever had such an absolute influence over a city as Antoni Gaudi has had over Barcelona. There are great works of his modernist style all over the city, and one of his most interesting works is this beautiful park. This park, built between 1900 and 1914, was originally part of a commercially unsuccessful housing site. The idea behind the site came from Count Güell. The Count wanted to build a type of gated community for Barcelona aristocracy, consisting of 60 houses surrounded by an extraordinary park. However, due to poor response from potential clients, only 2 of the planned 60 houses ended up being built, neither of them designed by Gaudi. One of these 2 buildings was intended to be a show house, but as no buyers came, Gaudi decided to buy it himself. He moved in with his family and his father in 1906 and lived there on and off until his death in 1926. The building is today known as La Torre Rosa or Casa Museo Gaudi, a museum which has notable examples of furnishings designed by Gaudi and other personal memorabilia. The house is definitely a must-see for everyone interested in Gaudi and his style. Even though the gated community became an epic failure, the park remained a private garden of the Güell family until the 1920s. The family then handed over the park to the municipality, which transformed it into a public park we have today. Throughout the park, Gaudi's strong influence by natural shapes is evident. Here you can find walkways supported by twisting rock pillars that seem to be growing out of the ground like trees. You can also find several animal-inspired sculptures, the most prominent one being the dragon found at the entrance to the park. The dragon is adorned with beautiful colored tiling called trenchadís, which Gaudi often used in his creations. The focal point of the park is, however, the main terrace, surrounded by a long bench shaped as a sea serpent. The curves of the serpent bench forms a number of enclaves, creating a great social atmosphere for all the visitors. Many people rank Parc Guell as a must-see when visiting Barcelona. Not only will you enjoy the park, but an amazing view of the city from the main terrace area. In 1984, Barcelona's most magical park became listed on the UNESCO World Heritage List, a true testament to how extraordinary and fascinating this site is.